We have a F-150 Tremor 2023 and we have an F-150 Raptor 2023. I'm gonna show you why this Tremor is a better buy than this F-150 Raptor. This is the F-150 Raptor. This is Ford's ultimate pickup truck, all right? This is what all the craze is about. It's what everybody wants. If you think of a Ford truck, you're thinking Raptor is the coolest truck. So on these trucks, you are automatically getting their high output 3.5 EcoBoost engine. You're getting their full Fox shock setup suspension, full off-road. If you look at the front of this truck, the stance of it looks pretty aggressive. It's because they are a wider pickup truck. So that's one of the big things they give you is it's wider. It gives you more balance for off-roading. Then you have the shocks basically. So the whole thing's set up for off-roading. You could drive this truck across a cornfield and it's gonna ride pretty nice. It actually drives nicer across a field than it does on the highway. That's just how they have them set up, right? It's what it's for. You can see you're getting your full HID headlights, you're getting your front cameras, you get all these different views for off-roading. You can see the front of the truck, the sides of the truck, the back of the truck. So if you're rock crawling, you can see all of it, right? So you're not gonna mess up your truck and you can actually see where you gotta steer and put your tires for all the off-roaders. Sweet truck, right? So walking around it, you can see here cameras, like I said, so you can see the sides of your truck when if you are rock crawling or if you're driving down the highway and you just wanna look at it. This particular truck has an upgraded set of wheels and tires on it. Those are fuel wheels, 35-inch tires on that truck. Again, this truck will come factory with a standard 18-inch wheel, which is your ultimate off-roading. This guy just wanted a better look, so he did a set of 20-inch fuel wheels. So you can see you get your off-road running boards, your high clearance steps, and we walk around to the back, and this is, I think, Ford's like cactus gray is the paint on this. The other thing that they added on these is your integrated dual exhaust. You see this in some of their other trucks, but the Raptor has this. The thing they changed, probably the biggest thing, is that you have different exhaust modes in these trucks now. So you have your sport exhaust, you have your regular exhaust, you have your quiet exhaust, but they actually have baffles on the exhaust, so you can change how it sounds. It's still a 3.5 EcoBoost. Doesn't sound as cool as a V8 in my opinion, but it does sound a lot better than what they did when they first came out with this in the EcoBoost motor. So another cool feature, I have my key fob here. I can double tap that. It's going to get this tailgate down. And one of the big options on these trucks is the power tailgate and the moonroof package, I believe it is. So actually on your window sticker, when you order them, you can get power tailgate, moonroof, you get those together. The guy who had this truck put a bed rug in it, and that's honestly the truth. If you buy a Raptor, you're probably not using it to work out of, so a bed rug's kind of nice. So you can keep all your toys in there, your golf clubs probably. Full power accessory there that you can plug right into. And this also has a hard trifold cover. All of this stuff will be upgrades, of course. You're not getting the standard with the truck. Walking around this just gives you a view. I mean, you can see your full Fox shocks in here, and there's videos on YouTube. I'm sure you can watch you guys jump in these trucks. They're sweet. It's a sweet truck. All right, guys, inside of the Ford F-150 Raptor, they redesigned these trucks in 2021. This is a 23. 21 was the big body style change, completely new interior. In a nutshell here, in these trucks, this has the black leather interior with the suede inserts. You can get these with a, it's called Admiral Blue. So you can get like a blue sport seat as well. That's basically your two different seat options on these trucks. And they're all gonna come standard with your heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel as well. And then the other big thing, I'm gonna actually get in here and start this thing up. When you start it, and I'll go through some of this, but you can see here you do have the full moonroof, which is a Ford staple, right? Like a lot of the other trucks just have the little moonroof, but Ford has the big pano sunroof. We get into this, so real quick, I'll go through the camera. You can see here, you got, your surround view camera, you have your front view. If I go through here, I can change all of these settings up. Again, a ton of different options. Hitch view, bed view, rear view. You have a bunch of stuff there. You do have your pro trailering backup assist, which you actually can link your trailer. You get a barcode for the back of your truck and a barcode sticker for your trailer. You can program it that the truck will back up your trailer for you. That's standard on a lot of F-150s if you get that option, but this truck also has that. So the other big thing, and if we go to the steering wheel here, you can see you have your different, that is your steer feel. So we go into this, you have like sport feel, which actually, so all of this is adjusting your steering dampeners basically. Gives you normal, comfort, sport, and then the other one will be the off-road on the far right there. You also have suspension. You can adjust that. So you have sport suspension, off-road suspension, normal suspension. Again, all stuff they tweaked because when they first came out with the Raptor, everybody said, well, this truck does not drive nice. It's not a nice truck to drive down the highway. They made it nicer, right? So you have all these options now. You can adjust how it feels. you can adjust how it sounds. So like this has your exhaust, different exhaust modes. You have normal, sport, you have quiet, but I think this actually does have a pretty sweet sound to it now. I mean, and the other thing too, like in the sport mode, when you hit the brakes, it downshifts. It's kind of like that sport car feel where the exhaust pops back. Sweet truck. Lots of cool options, lots of cool toys. You know what? This is the other cool thing. This is your optional work surface on these trucks. So you can lower this guy into the center console, all right? You flip this out and you have your work surface where you can put your laptop on it, write your notes, whatever you're in, whatever you gotta do. Of course, you got the big center console here, which is also a Ford thing. It's huge. This has the upgraded B&O sound, which is also gonna come on a Raptor. It's a high trim truck. You're gonna get a lot of this equipment standard. You really can't get a base Raptor. All right, we got the back of this F-150 Raptor. As you can see here, you do have your rear air vents. You got heated rear seats, your standard plug and play. I guess that's for charging your phone, and that is your standard plug-in right there. You do have sliding rear window, combined with the sunroof, gives you some nice airflow. You got all these seats that do flip the whole way up. And as you can see, your power inverter is under that seat there. But this is one of the nice features with any Ford product is you have all this space in the back, right? You don't have any hump, it's just flat. I'm just gonna jump in this real quick because this is also something I love about Fords. You have a ton of space. Like I'm 6 foot, you have a ton of space. You can fit 3 full-grown adults in the back of these trucks. Pretty sweet, right? I'm gonna show you under the hood of this bad boy. Probably the biggest thing with the Raptor is this is the 3.5 high output EcoBoost motor, 450 horsepower, I think 510 pound-foot of torque. So it goes. This is everything under the hood. You can see it's a 3.5 EcoBoost high output. Sweet engine, great driving truck, but I'm gonna show you what really is the better buy. And to be completely honest with you, unless you wanna spend 20 grand more for the F-150 Raptor, the truck I'm gonna show you can tow about 3,000 pounds more than the Raptor is rated to tow. This is the F-150 Tremor, which is the Raptor competition in Ford's lineup, all right? So you have your full off-road suspension. We actually upgraded this truck with a set of Raptor wheels. Okay, so that is a factory Raptor wheel on this Tremor package, which gives you the off-road suspension. Does not have the Fox multi-dampering shock the Raptor has, but this is really for your average person that actually wants to drive this truck down the highway at 70 miles an hour and wants to enjoy time with their family, not worrying about the truck floating all over the road because you have a massive set of 37-inch tires on it. This is the truck you want to go to, okay? This Tremor package F-150, you can get these in the 3.5 EcoBoost or the 5-liter V8, the Coyote motor. These are gonna have like 400 horsepower and I think it's 400 pound-foot of torque, something like that, 405, 410 pound-foot of torque, about 100 pound-foot of torque less than the Raptor, but really only 50 horsepower less. And you can get it in the V8 or the EcoBoost, not like the Raptor, which is just the EcoBoost. And the towing capacity in these, if you get the tow package, 10,800 pounds. Granted, I would never tow 10,800 pounds with an F-150. That's a whole nother conversation, but it is rated for that. Just walk around this truck, you can see this is actually the Tremor base package, which starting MSRP on a brand new one is middle 60s, where the Raptor starting MSRP is 80 grand. Same color as the Raptor we just went over. You can see though, Tremor gives you like this orangey bronze paint scheme. The line in the grille, that's all Tremor. You get that in the tow hooks as well. This doesn't have the fancy headlights, but you can get it in the high package Tremor. You can get the HID headlights, the better headlights. Again, high clearance running boards, Ford factory. We go back to the back of this truck. You do have your dual exhaust in the back. That is a Tremor standard option built right into the bumper. We're gonna put this down. It is unlocked for me. The other thing you're gonna have with these trucks is your tailgate step, all right? You can climb right up in with that tailgate step. Put that down. But this is the Tremor, like the Raptor, is gonna come standard with Fords with the 5.5 foot bed. You're not gonna see these trucks with a 6.5 foot bed, which is the longer bed option in the standard F-150. Again, you do have your plug in the back, your standard plug. Go around the other side of this truck, you can see Tremor, you get that all built in. Inside of this truck, and if you look at this interior, this is the Tremor base package. There's only 2 packages you can get in a Tremor. This is your sport cloth, right? So it's got leather on the sides, cloth in the center. It's like a leatherette. It's like the XLT Equipment Group Tremor, which is like a loaded XLT, but you're gonna have the fixed center console. You're gonna have these seats, which is Tremor specific. You're gonna have your big touch screen in the front. I'll start this up. But a couple things to note, you have your shifter that's gonna go down in, just like a high package, just like a Lariat or anything else. This thing has that equipment. Touch screen with navigation. You have heated seats in this, in the low package Tremor. The high package, you would have heated and cooled. You got your standard plugs. You have your integrated trailer brake controller. And again, you are gonna have your drive modes in this truck. So you can go through all your different drive modes, slippery. So you have normal, you have tow haul, you have eco, you have sport, you have snow and sand, you have slippery, ton of different rock crawl modes. So you get all of that with the Tremor. You have cruise control, you have lane departure assist built into this truck. No sunroof, but it is an option on this truck, right? So you could spend within $6,000 and get a loaded out Tremor. You want to save 5-6 grand, you get something a little bit more basic. Again, it gives you options, right? You're not stuck getting just a 3.5 EcoBoost. You're not stuck just getting something that's loaded out, cooled seats, all this extra equipment if you don't need it. So if you want to save some money, this is a great option. So again, rear air vents, you got all your different plugins here. Same thing as we just showed you. So all the seats flip up. Similar package here. I got to pull this lever to put it down. The price leader truck. It's one that you can get into like this truck. I'm currently selling for middle 50s. Again, this truck brand new would be mid 60s, right? 23. I think 15,000 miles on it. So this particular Tremor has the 3.5 EcoBoost, which I had said a little bit earlier, but it is 400 horsepower, I think 410 pound-foot of torque. Great driving truck. Tow capacity is probably 10, 11,000 pounds, but it's going to actually tow well because it's set up that it can actually tow well. It has the off-road suspension, kind of like it has like a Z71 setup, like a Ford with the FX4 package with the shocks. That's what this truck would have, right? All right, guys, so we have the Tremor versus the F150 Raptor, and what I'm telling you is buy the Tremor. If you like all the equipment, you can get a high package Tremor. If you don't need all the equipment, get a low package Tremor. Either way, you're gonna save 20 to 25 grand. Raptor versus F150 Tremor. This truck, to be honest with you, the Tremor is a way nicer driving truck. This Raptor is the off-road truck. So if you're buying a truck and you're gonna drive it with your family, you're gonna take it on vacation, you're gonna pull your little camper, that Tremor is the better buy. Make sure to hit subscribe, and in the comments, you tell me, what would you rather have, Tremor or the Raptor? Thank you for watching. Until next time.